Hey, this is me growing my community from 0 to 10K a month in euros, so 11.5 in dollars. And this video is a series essentially of me documenting it and sharing the process and giving you some reporting on everything. Now, not much really happened since yesterday, but the entire yesterday's session gave me a bit more clarity and I'd say even more understanding of where I cocked up my progress previously. So I'm one of those guys that always loves to test new things, loves to experiment, and I don't really stay consistent doing one thing or yeah, like really locking in one way of doing stuff for a long period of time. And as I've talked yesterday, my main idea is to get traffic from YouTube, but because I'm not really good at YouTube, it kind of poses a problem. I know the volume of content is going to help. Even these series might actually perform pretty well and get some traffic to my community. But I still believe relying on Instagram to get new attention and then drive it to YouTube is going to be the way. So we can just imagine this as a funnel, really. I'm just going to put sales here. So at the top of funnel, as I am pretty good at getting attention, we're just going to get as much attention as we can on Instagram because, again, if you're using just Instagram and you just go for the top of funnel content, you try to go viral all the time, you will build a wrong audience and that will do more damage than good. However, I think if we just implement it as one piece of the mechanism where we just get free traffic, and I'm going to break down the strategy behind Instagram in a minute. But on YouTube, this will be literally just how to grow a personal brand, how to get more views, very specific type of content. So once we get people into the top of funnel, we just drive all the traffic to YouTube. And in YouTube, we just convert people into the community. And when people join the community, they can see that there's more to it than just the creator lab, right? We have high status creators, which is for people that are more established within group coaching or one-on-one coaching. So anyway, that's the plan. It's like a funnel within a funnel. Contextual funnel. We get top of funnel content. We drive to essentially YouTube to build more trust and show people our expertise, give them more value. Whereas top of funnel would be more motivation, mindset. I also had this idea for not like a series, but a content format. Overall, big picture, get traffic on top, drive it to my main YouTube channel, which is going to cover just everything about content creation, more like strategy. And then once people are in, they get some sort of result. They see that there's more to this than there actually is. Traffic from IG, trust from YouTube, and that goes straight into that. Because like I said, I'm not really good at YouTube. I can't depend on it yet to bring me consistent traffic. Looked in the data from yesterday. I mean, YouTube is working forever. Like I upload a video and 6 months later it's still getting views, which is kind of crazy. Whereas if I do with short form, to be fair, I still have videos from 3 months ago that getting views, but not with the same momentum. And the viewers, as I mentioned, are not the same of value. So let's look at the IG strategy, right? As I mentioned, motivation mindset / idea for my new content format. I felt this morning, I felt like I've unlocked this thing called Instagram Premium because all of the content that I went through it just felt right, at least to me. And it gave me some ideas. So number one was motivation. And this would be very broad, very relatable. And when it's broad and relatable, you get a lot more views. So it's not that hard to get 50,000 views, to get 100,000 views, to get even 1,000,000 views. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to test it. Number two was mindset. Same umbrella as motivation in a way, but maybe a little bit different. So this would be more broad and this would be more specific towards personal branding, content creation. like how to get over imposter syndrome. All of these would be very short videos, I'd say under 30 seconds. So they don't have really much, but the trade-off is that you get way more views. So sometimes you have to just brute force it and get more views. You got to get more people to get to know about your stuff. And then the content format that I was thinking of, I will test it out actually starting today. Psychology, I can't write. Psychology, storytelling. I had this idea because I saw this one creator on Insta, and all of his content is just based on observational psychology. So he talks about like experiments, psychological experiments, how it's relatable to us and why we act in a certain way because of the way we are hardwired to act, essentially. And he does it through essentially storytelling. The hooks are very simple. He just has some sort of relatable moment. I would probably not do it like that, but he has some sort of relatable moment, and then he just explains that here's why this is happening, because these people done the research, and he just curates that information. So it's kind of cool. I think I can do the same using different psychological biases, cognitive functions, all that other stuff, right? And I could just put it into a piece of content, use validated research, and just tell the story of, for example, why your videos are being skipped on the feed even though it's fire. And it's because of some sort of psychological principle that we have, selective focus or something like that. Anyway, just a couple of ideas out there. So for the next, I need to finish my Attention Academy, first of all, because I've started Attention Academy. I still have about 18 videos left to do. We're going to do this for 30 videos, including the 18 for the Attention Academy. And then after that, we will do the things I talked about yesterday, where I film a YouTube video. And then based on that topic, we create 7 shorts. So essentially breaking down one longer YouTube video and taking tips from it and turning those into shorts. And the CTA to those shorts is the YouTube video, essentially. Big picture, sounds pretty good. The other thing that I'm thinking of implementing, and it's such a low-hanging fruit that it's crazy, the viral videos that I already have, and just reposting it on trial reels. I've been testing a lot of trial reels before, and today, again, I ran across some videos that did not have much engagement, but I know that they were previously viral. And I had this idea like, okay, well, I can just take my viral videos and repost them as trial reels. But there's a caveat. I'll take all of my bidding videos, post them as trial reels, but then I can make simple variations of these viral videos and just simply change the hook, like remove it, make it shorter, maybe take something else from the video and put it in front. So I say you can make 3 variations of it, at least, of each viral video. And then you have 3 extra ways, or 3 extra, 3 extra attempts to get a lot more traffic, because it's all being shown to non-followers, most of it. And if it's shown to non-followers, if it performed well previously, it's going to perform well this time. So that's another idea. Using the assets that I already have. And then now I have another idea, which is going to be seeing how these videos perform and then re-filming different hooks for them and post them as trial reels. So this just enables me to get a lot of free traffic from the things that has been already working. The thing is just for people to check out my profile. Once they check out the profile, then they're in the world, they consume the content, they sign up for a newsletter, or they watch my YouTube videos. I don't think I'll use the newsletter. I'm not sure, because there's no real movement. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's very inconsistent, so I'm not entirely sold on it. But the main strategy we're gonna stick to is just getting traffic on IG. I think before I even have like 4 videos on YouTube, I'll just have a call to action to join my community, join the creator TCL, the creator lab. And after that, we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna do this for, just gotta lock in, do this for 90 days, because 90 days is the length of the TCL program. I don't like to call it a program, just a journey, the progression, coaching. So what else is there? I'm trying to think real quick. The Creator Lab is being updated every single day. I aim to make at least one video a day. So it's always every single day. People just can't progress it. I film sometimes few videos ahead, so I'm ahead of the schedule. So I was talking about yesterday, some one-time purchases that people can always buy, so that I can just collect some money from them. The reason I want to get some money from them is because someone who's giving you more, or a dollar, is very likely to give you more dollars versus somebody who has to give you nothing. It's just, there's no real intent, right? Versus somebody who is giving you $1, 5, 10, 100, they have a problem and they have some sort of intent. So I need to, committing to a monthly subscription requires just more trust and more commitment. Versus if I have some sort of training for $27 where I show people how to script. Oh, that's a good one. I had this idea a while ago, which was called 5-minute scripts, where I show people how to script a viral video. I wouldn't say viral video, but just to script a video in 5 minutes with potential to go viral, potentiality. So that is kind of crazy. So I might just do this and have it for $27 or something like that. Because you can script one video, but if you don't have an overall strategy or a plan to stay consistent and have a system, then it doesn't really work out in the long run. But this can easily get people started. And this could include research of what you should post. Actually, maybe that would be it. Solve one problem with an easy to implement way. So you just research your competition or similar niches, and then you rewrite it a little bit. So maybe I could include some sort of AI prompt. This is a good product. Do your research, create 30 days of content, and then in 5 minutes, create 30 scripts. Well, won't probably be 5 minutes, but you rewrite it with AI, and then you have to obviously make it customized, or you customize it and then you give it to the AI and it writes it for you. Yeah. This also gives me an idea for YouTube video, because I can literally talk about this on YouTube. How to grow, how to get 5,000 followers fast. So maybe how to get your next 5 clients fast, because if you get 5,000 followers, technically you should be able to convert 5 people into clients, at least 1. So that shouldn't be too much. But this is also an idea. Okay, let's not overcomplicate it. Let's stick to the plan that we've done so far. Motivation, mindset, deleted that. Motivation, mindset, plus psychology, storytelling, and then the trial reels. And then probably going to work on this. I think this is a really good idea. 5-minute scripts, how to create scripts in 5 minutes every day. I think this is where we're going to wrap up. I'm kind of getting into the flow of these daily videos. One more thing that I forgot to mention is actually the amount of time it should technically take me to do this every single day. So a daily video without editing, or too much editing, should I say. I cut out stuff because sometimes I just yap too much. So daily update YouTube, about an hour. Then short form filming plus editing. Honestly, should me take max hour and a half. If I didn't need to edit, it would be like 20 minutes maybe. But at the moment, I don't have any team members, so it's just going to be me. Then weekly YouTube video, I don't really know because I haven't done them in a while. But the way I used to do it is just like I turn on and I yap, and then I edit it. So again, it takes me about maybe 2 hours. I don't really plan anything like that. And then it's not even daily. This is more like a week, 2 hours a week. This is 1 hour a day. This is 1.5 hours a day. This is 2 hours a week. And then the most important one is just delivery for clients. I'd say about 1 to 2 hours. So it takes me about 3.5, 4.5 hours a day to do all of this. And if I can just continue put out this amount of content, maybe I don't think pumping this up is going to help. I'll have to literally time it, but I know that it only takes me about an hour or two a day to deliver for clients. Whether it's Sunday, I work on a Sunday, I'm creating videos on Sunday. I'm going to go for a swim in a lake because I'm in Lithuania. Why wouldn't I not want to swim in a lake, right? And then, well, before I do that, I'm going to need to record some stuff. I'm actually excited. I have more clarity and I'm looking forward to see how it's going to work. The update on the community itself, there was no movement, anything, because just not enough traffic yet. Need to get 200,000 people to view the page. We just need more traffic and see how it's going to go. The plan is clear. I'll see you tomorrow.